Hello students, so let's try to solve one of the very beautiful question from CSIR NET, and this question is from classical mechanics, but you can see if we will solve this question, then it has concept of electromagnetic theory, classical mechanics as well as the concept of tensors. So it's a really, I think this is the best question for this examination. So in this particular problem, the non-relativistic particle of mass m and charge q is moving in a magnetic field B. So it is given, and if v is denote the velocity, and this particular notation is nothing but the Poisson bracket, then what we have to do? We have to find the Levi-Stator tensor of I j k into Poisson bracket vi and vj is equal to what? So you have to just go for this one. So it's a wonderful question and conceptually, but if you will approach this question from the very basic, then obviously you can solve in the examination. But what you need to write the Hamiltonian of a system. For this particular Hamiltonian, we can know if we have this particular magnetic field B, so there is a associate a vector potential. So what is this Hamiltonian? The Hamiltonian of a system is basically, we can have H is nothing but P minus QA whole square upon 2m and plus Q phi. So this is your Hamiltonian of a system. So what we will do? We will just open up this Hamiltonian. So when we will open up, then what we will get? We will get this thing in that mod P square upon 2m plus Q square upon 2m mod A square, and then we have a cross term, and this cross term is minus 2q upon 2m, and we have P dot A and plus we have Q phi. So this is my Hamiltonian of a system. So if we will open up, then we have H is equal to, that's all about P square upon 2m plus Q square upon 2m, and we have mod A square minus Q by m P dot A. And what we will do? First we will try to figure it out, the basically that what is my x dot, what is my y dot, and what will be my z dot. So we can just go for Hamiltonian equation of motion, and then we can find what is x dot, y dot and z dot, and then we will go for next level. So if I have Hamiltonian, and that Hamiltonian is basically P square upon 2m plus mod A square upon 2m minus Q P dot A by m. What I can write? I can write this complete thing as Px square plus Py square plus Pz square upon 2m, and similarly I can write Ax square plus Ay square plus Az square upon 2m minus Q by m, and this is Px Ax plus Py Ay plus Pz Az. So I have just opened deliberately the complete thing in a Cartesian coordinate system, and let's try to go for a equation of motion. So del H upon del Px is nothing but x dot. Similarly, we have del H upon del Py is equal to y dot, and what we have? Del H upon del Pz is equal to z dot. So from here what we will get? We will get Px upon m, and there is no need for this one, and from there we will get minus Q Ax upon m. And similarly y dot is equal to Py upon m minus Q Ay upon m, and what we will get? We will get Pz upon m minus Q Az upon m. And what we will do, we will just try to find the Poisson bracket of x dot and y dot, because it is sometime it is very difficult to find the everything into tensorial form. So we just want to see what is going to happen here, then we will use the tensor term. So let us try to go for Poisson bracket of x dot and y dot. So what we have x dot is equal to px upon m minus q ax upon m, and what we have y dot is equal to py upon m minus q ay upon m. Now the Poisson bracket of x dot and y dot is given by del x dot upon del x, del y dot upon del px. So this will be del, so this value is basically, so I am writing it here such that we can use complete space. So del x dot upon del x, del y dot upon del px minus del x dot upon del px into del y dot upon del x. This is for the x part, and then we will go for y part. So we have del x dot upon del y dot upon del py minus del x dot upon del py into del y dot upon del y. Del, this is your del y dot upon del y. So what will happen? Del x upon del y dot upon del px is equal to 0. So first term is 0. Del x dot upon del px is equal to minus 1 upon m, and del y dot upon del x is something like minus q upon m, and we can write del ay upon del x, and plus del x dot upon del y. So this value is equal to minus q by m del ax upon del y dot upon del py is equal to 1 upon m, and next term is 0. So when we are going to calculate this term, then this value is equal to q square upon m square, and this value is equal to del ax upon del x minus del ay. So this value is nothing, but what we have del ay upon del x, del ax upon del y. If we will see this term very carefully, then we have from our electromagnetic theory, then what we have, this term is q square upon m square del cross b, the component of k component of del cross b. Sorry, del cross a, k component of del cross a. So we have a k component of del cross a, that is k component. And what is this value? This value is nothing. So if we will get the Poisson bracket x dot and y dot, then this value is equal to q square upon m square, and the k component is nothing but bk. Now we will write this whole thing in a Levi-Theta tensor. So how we will write it? It's a very interesting. When we have vi and vj, and what we will get, q square upon b square, and the Levi-Theta tensor is equal to I, j and L, and this value is BL. And what next? We have to calculate the value of epsilon I j k into Poisson bracket of Vi and Vj, and this value is equal to q square upon m square, and we have epsilon I j k, epsilon I j and L BL. And what we have a information of Levi-Theta tensor. So what we will get, epsilon I j k and epsilon, you have I j L, that value is equal to 2 times delta k L. So we will use this information. So what we will get? We will get epsilon I jk Vi Vj is equal to q square m square Bl and 2 time delta L and K. So now this L is equal to K, this value is going to survive, and what we will get? 2 q square upon m square Bk, this is the answer. So students, if you will go for the option, then your option is obviously option number 3, that is 2q m square Bk. So it's a really wonderful question, wonderful. The complete theory of interaction of charged particle to the electromagnetic wave or electromagnetic field we can easily use, and you can see we have to know the basic fundamental of classical mechanics, fundamental of electromagnetic theory and fundamental of tensor, and which will completed this problem, and which is really one of the best question ever asked into the CSIR exam. Thank you.